What's going on, you guys? With you guys to the channel, it's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today I got one for Wandavision episode 4. We interrupt this program, which is weird. Well, no, which is like actually really good title, but it kind of makes me worried about next week, because this was an episode dropped in the middle to basically let you know exactly what's going on. All the questions that you've been had, they pretty much are answered in this episode, except for the reasoning behind what's going on. But I think we all can pretty much attest to that, to this being because of Wanda's trauma. Okay, and we get they kind of allude to that in the episode where after she throws Monica Rambeau out, you see Vision with like the great Vision with his Infinity Stone took out. There's a part of me that's wondering, is that Vision's actual corpse that she's just using to manipulate herself? Or is he just being created entirely by her thoughts? I don't think that's the case. I actually think that's his corpse, which would make this a little bit more darker. But the fact that he was a robot to begin with, you know? So, he was a robot. The reason I say that, because I said this last week. And granted, probably people said it before me, or soon as the stuff like appeared, that this was Wanda who went to a time and encased it in like a field with this is like its own like little pocket dimension in which she controls everything that happens there, and like she's just going through sitcoms, you know, going through the life she wanted her Vision to have. And the people that are there, I always wonder, like, hey, what happens to anybody who goes into it? And then we see that. We seen what happened with Monica when Monica Rambeau when she goes in there. And that's just what's happening in the inside. Because I still kind of wonder what happened to like the beekeeper. I'm wondering, like, did he get? Because we know she sent him out, but did he go back down through the tunnel and back out? Because if that was the case, don't that mean they would have got answers from him before Monica? But either way, the episode starts. So I like how the way the episode starts off. It's like we bring back the blip into the equation. And like Monica wakes back up in the hospital. She's like, "Hey, where's my mama?" Like, your mama died 3 years. You've been gone for 5 years, sweetheart. Your mama's cancer came back and she died. Like, which is sad. Also, Monica, the lady who I can't think of her name right now, and I'm on my phone, so I can't. I should have looked it up before this. Whoever played the lady playing Monica Rambeau, she's gorgeous. Oh my God, she's a beautiful black woman. Anyway, so yeah, so we end up seeing like of course she was working with Sword before that, because hey, she got visited by an alien, not an alien per se, but like she dealt with aliens as a kid, so of course she would like be involved in that in some kind of way. And like, yeah, her mother died, and like she like had to get back in the field. She meets up with Agent Wu, who we know from the Ant-Man series. He got the card trick down. Yeah, I thought I had a card. Should have thought about that ahead of time. I'm a failure. So she ends up going in, and we know what happened to her when she get there, who she becomes, and so on and so forth. And then we get Darcy back, who we know from like the Thor. So I'm like, okay. There was only one person I was waiting to see, and that was my boy. Oh my God, my memory is so bad. It's so bad. I don't even know why I do this. I can't think of names off the top of my head. I'm wasting my time. From Ant-Man, the guy who always, I can't think of his real name, and I can't even think of his name in the show, who always like, yeah, man, you know, the Mexican, you know what? I'm failure once again. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode because, like I said, it answered all the questions that you really looking for. You saw like how they were trying to communicate, and like when she was sitting down at the party, I guess you can call it, where she was like meeting the women of the time, and like the radio started going off, and like we saw like when she like skipped time, like she cut scenes out the show, and the fact that they were watching it as a show was also hilarious because they're watching it pretty much how we're watching, okay? They don't know what's going on just like we don't know what's going on, okay? They have theories, and like us, of course, we have more because, I mean, we're watching the show of them watching the show, so of course we have more theories than they would. But simple fact is like, hey, this is different. You know, something's going on. And then when Monica Rambeau comes out at the end, she's like, it's Wanda. It's all Wanda. Because Wanda has that moment where she's like, you don't belong here. And she kicks her out. Another thing that I noticed is that Agnes is the only person who didn't have an ID like everybody else. When they was IDing the people who was all trapped in there, and there's like 3,000 some people trapped in there too, mind you. You know what I'm saying? And the people on the outside don't remember those people. So you have that situation where it's like, okay, why doesn't Agnes have a picture? You know, how does Agnes know that Monica didn't belong? But then again, her husband also knew. So it's kind of, to me, it's like maybe Wanda's like using everybody to like keep an eye on things. You know what I'm saying? Which would just make Wanda's already like kind of overpowered, but like, you know, it's kind of like boosting her to like another territory. So who knows? They have to find a way to get in there to stop Wanda, but at the same time, it's going to be hard to take somebody out of a reality that they created. If you could create your own reality and it's perfect, believe the world sucks, okay? So you can create your own where you don't have to suffer. No pain. Okay. My bad, I just ain't boosting listening to that. But like, why would you like, no, I'm not leaving. No, this not fucking leaving. Like, no, I'm here. Like, I like this. This what I'm happy. I lost everything out there. And here I have it. I have everything I want and more. You know, so I get to spend time with the person I love, and then we have these two, you know what I'm saying, beautiful kids. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know it's wrong because there are other people trapped in there, but like, it's gonna be hard for them to convince Wanda, like, let this go. Bro, bro, I'm just being honest. If I can like create my own little pocket, yeah, like in the time that I'm in, I'm also in like a very small time, kind of like where they at. Like, I can have my grandma here, and my uncle, and my cousin back. I'm sorry, I'm happy. I'm sorry. No more sad days for your boy. I'm happy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they get out. But I do like that they brought like Darcy back, Woo, and I don't know. I'm excited to see what Monica Rambeau does now too. Cause once again, that's a beautiful black woman. So yeah, I thought this was my favorite episode of the series. I thought episode 3 was, and that's this one. So I like the direction in which we're going. I do. You guys let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are staying safe. And I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.